Good evening, all you zombie lovers out there on YouTube. What's up? Today I'm here with a very special video for you, and it's about a cult classic in horror movies. And if you're a zombie fan, you have probably seen this: Night of the Living Dead. That's right. It's a classic from 1968 by George A. Romero. Now, me and a friend saw the movie last night, and for me it was probably the second time I've seen it. I have it on Blu-ray, and I think my friend liked it also. He's sitting over there with his Resident Evil thing.
Hey!
Yeah, there he is. He's kind of messed up. No, not really. He's an okay guy. He's okay. Anyway, I'm just gonna talk about the movie in general and what I thought about it, and etc., and stuff like that. So this was, as many of you may know, one of the first, probably the first movie that had like the zombies in it, the flesh eat the living dead, so to speak. And yeah, it all. Oh, I should say, this video will be pretty much they're full of spoilers. So if you haven't seen this movie, I suggest that you turn this video off right now. You have been warned. Anyway, let's proceed. The story is that it opens with a girl and her brother. A sister and brother driving towards a cemetery, and I think they're going to see their mother's grave or something. I think it was their father's grave. That's right. And then of course you see the first zombie in the movie. First zombie makes its appearance and suddenly attacks the young woman. And then her brother comes to the rescue, of course, but he is killed, obviously. And the girl runs away, and she eventually stumbles upon a house. It looks abandoned, and then she barricades herself in the house, etc. And from there on, it's basically then she meets another character in the movie, Ben, I think his name was, a black dude. And he basically takes charge of the situation and starts boarding up all the windows and doors and stuff like that. And then it really becomes it becomes like a survival horror movie. It's just this group of people that are trying to survive, you know. And then it's other characters that comes along. And for me, it's not not scary in that sense, but and it's black and white, but still I find it very. It's quite tense sometimes, and you want to see what happens next, and if they're gonna survive or not, and everything. It's I think it's very good, actually. Very good movie. The actors also they're okay. Nothing extraordinary or anything, but they feel like they're very believable in a sense. And I just watched the documentary that you get on this disc under the extra things, and apparently most of the actors, most of the survivors, so to speak, that forms this group and band together in this house, they're actually like producers and makeup artists and stuff like that. I don't think they had a very big funding for this movie either. So yeah, it seems it was very much improvisation with this movie. That they just took people they knew and stuff like that and asked them to play this role and this part. And it works very well in the finished film. And some of the actors have not since passed away. Like for example, the guy who plays Ben. I don't remember what his actor's name was. Dwayne, I think, something like that. And there was another guy who also has passed away, another actor. Sadly enough. But yeah, this to me is probably my in Romero's whole trilogy. At least I think it's a trilogy. I don't know if there's a fourth part to it, but essentially I probably like the first one and the third one, Day of the Dead, the best actually. I really do. Dawn of the Dead I have seen, but I don't know. Still prefer the first one over the second. It's pretty amusing to see all the zombies in this movie, or they refer to them as ghouls, not zombies at all, or living dead for that matter, more ghouls and cannibals and something like that. And then the zombies in this movie they don't look like they don't have they don't look so zombie-like, so to speak, in this movie. But I give it a pass on that just because it's so old. It was really the first zombie movie that was ever released. I believe it was. And yeah, old movies like this, like for me, they have their charm, you know. It's pretty fun and refreshing actually to go back to rewatch these classics, and especially when they are released on Blu-ray nowadays, because you get excellent sound, excellent picture quality, and everything. I thought this one has really good sound and picture quality actually, despite it being in black and white, and it's not widescreen, but that didn't bother me actually. Didn't bother me at all. So yeah, this one I would probably give if we count in the extras and everything, because the documentary on here is pretty extensive. I believe it was almost 1.5 hours long actually, 1:23 I think, something like that, and has great sound, great picture and everything. So maybe not 10 out of 10, but oh yeah, that's right. I meant not maybe a 5 out of 5, but probably a 4. So 4 out of 5 for Night of the Living Dead for me. It's worth it absolutely. If you haven't watched this movie, what the fuck are you waiting for? If you're a zombie lover or a horror movie nut and you haven't seen Night of the Living Dead, go watch it. It's a classic and it is the original.